5 steps to calm your anxiety within minutes. Nausea, dizziness, dry mouth, sweaty palms, rapid heartbeat, ugh, anxiety. When anxiety barges into your life unannounced, it can be really overwhelming. Your mind goes all foggy, you lose all sense of rational thought, and then you begin to feel trapped and helpless, which only causes you to feel even more anxious. So, to stop anxiety in its tracks, it's a good idea to educate yourself about methods that you can use to quickly and easily calm yourself down no matter what situation you're in. Interested in finding out what these methods are? Well, make sure you keep watching. Hello and welcome to MedTouch, the best place to find the right medical information. Anxiety is extremely common. In fact, it's the most common mental health disorder in the world, affecting millions of people. There are many different symptoms of anxiety and many different ways that anxiety can present itself. Anxiety disorders require a diagnosis from a mental health professional, but generally they include intense and persistent feelings of worry accompanied by physiological responses such as increased heart rate, shortness of breath, and lightheadedness. Whether mild or severe, we know that the experience of anxiety is deeply unpleasant and often debilitating, particularly when it impacts your daily life. Although it's important to seek medical advice and treatment for persistent feelings of anxiety, it's a good idea to learn some quick methods that you can use to calm yourself down when anxiety strikes you out of the blue. That's why in today's video, we're sharing 5 steps that you can use to quickly ease your anxiety no matter where you are. Tip 1. Thank your brain. The next time you feel anxious, take a moment to say thank you to your anxious brain. Yes, we're serious. This may sound silly, but you need to realize that when you feel anxious, your brain isn't producing these symptoms in order to harm you or cause you pain. In fact, it's doing the complete opposite. It's trying to protect you. This is because anxiety is an evolutionary response that we inherited from our caveman ancestors. Thousands of years ago, humans were once at the mercy of vicious predators and devastating natural disasters. So, to keep you safe, your brain became an expert at detecting threats and providing your body with signals to let you know when it was time to either run for the hills or stay and put up a fight. Just think, if your ancestors ignored these threats, you wouldn't be alive right now. But even though the threats that existed thousands of years ago are no longer imminent in your life today, your brain still continues to keep you safe the best way it knows how. Unfortunately, though, your anxious brain does often misinterpret things that aren't actually dangerous as threatening, so it can be a little overprotective at times. But think of it as an overprotective best friend. And as your BFF, your brain is always looking out for your well-being, and it wants you to be safe no matter what. Its purpose was never meant to get in the way of your life, but rather to help you stay alive. So the first step to take when you're feeling anxious is to take a moment to appreciate what your brain is trying to do and to thank it for keeping you safe. This will help you to see your anxiety from a different perspective, which will make it much easier for you to begin to regain control over your symptoms. Tip 2. Remind yourself that you're not in danger. Once you've thanked your brain for keeping you safe, the next step is to remind it that it's not in danger. As we've established, your anxious mind is strong, powerful, and fiercely protective. Anxiety is there to keep you safe. It's a call to action, getting you ready to either fight or flee from a potential danger or threat. When it perceives a threat, it activates the sympathetic nervous system and prepares your body for the fight, flight, or freeze response. This call to action is designed for survival, so the signal needs to be loud and clear in order for your body to take immediate action. For example, when you see a car speeding towards you, you don't have the luxury of stopping to think, oh, wow, that's a fancy Porsche. Too bad it's coming towards me at 100 kilometers per hour. No, you just run. But what if that car was coming towards you in a video game or in a 4D theater at a theme park instead? Well, that's what we call a false alarm. Your brain thinks it's responding to something that's actually life-threatening, but it's not. So the next time you feel nauseous, dizzy, and short of breath, and you know you are not in any immediate danger, thank your brain for keeping you safe and gently say to yourself, everything is okay. I am not in danger. Nothing is going to harm me. I am safe. Repeat these phrases several times. Your brain will eventually realize that what it's responding to was a false alarm and everything is okay. As a result, you'll start to relax and your symptoms will start to ease. Tip 3. Take a deep breath. Once your symptoms have started to ease, you can help to bring your body back to a state of relaxation by practicing deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing is a relaxation technique that focuses on lowering your heart rate and controlling your breathing by distracting your mind from whatever is causing you to feel anxious. There are many different ways you can practice deep breathing, but here's a simple and effective method you can try right now. Start by sitting upright or lying flat on a comfortable surface. Close your eyes and relax the muscles in your shoulders. Place one hand on your stomach and the other on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold your breath for about 2 to 3 seconds and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Focus your attention on how your breath enters and leaves your body. Repeat this several times for the next 60 seconds or until your breathing is steady and your heart rate has returned to normal. It's useful to practice conscious breathing throughout the day and not just following an anxiety episode. As you probably know, most digital watches have integrated breathing apps to remind you that mindful, conscious breathing is essential to reduce stress and help the body relax. So be sure to take the time to regularly catch your breath and take a moment to yourself throughout the day. Tip 4. Engage in an enjoyable task or distraction. As you begin to feel more relaxed, either continue with your task at hand or begin to shift your focus to something you find enjoyable. This could be reading a book, calling a loved one, going for a walk, listening to music, or watching a funny video or mindful coloring. The idea is to keep your brain distracted for long enough until your anxiety attack has completely settled and your brain is convinced that you are safe and sound. If your circumstances don't allow you to do something enjoyable, try simply distracting your mind instead. For example, get up from your desk and put something in the trash. Make yourself a cup of tea. Or follow the 3-3-3 rule. Name 3 things you can see around you and 3 sounds you can hear. Then move 3 parts of your body. Your brain can't be in 2 places at once, so by shifting your attention to something else, you can begin to regulate your emotions and clear your mind. Try to come up with a list of several distractions or enjoyable activities that work best for you. The more you come up with, the easier it will be for you to cope in different types of settings and situations. Tip 5. Schedule in worry time. If you're still finding it difficult to convince your brain that it's not in any imminent danger, it may be a good idea to schedule in some dedicated worry time. This may sound a little silly, and you're probably thinking, I'm already anxious enough. Why would I want to spend more time thinking about my worries? Well, the idea behind worry time is that it helps you to take control of your anxiety by telling your brain that you're only going to think about your worries when it's convenient for you. This way, instead of letting anxiety impact your day, you can postpone it to a time when you're ready to deal with it. Take out a piece of paper or open the Notes app on your phone and write down everything you're worried about. Next, open your calendar. find a time that's convenient for you in the near future and schedule in 15 to 30 minutes of worry time. As soon as any worries pop back into your mind, postpone them as many times as you need to. The only time you should be paying attention to your worries is during your allocated worry time. When your worry time arrives, choose a place where you will be uninterrupted, preferably not in your bedroom or somewhere where you may associate worry time with enjoyment, and open up your list. Chances are, most of the worries on your list won't be relevant to you anymore. For those that remain, see if there's anything you can directly change or control the outcome of, and if so, make a plan and set some goals for dealing with them. For any worries that you can't control, simply pay them no attention, cross them off the list, or postpone them for another time. If you like, you can schedule in worry time for the same time each day. This way, no matter where you are or what situation you're in, you can quickly calm yourself down and get on with your day without anxiety taking over. So go ahead, schedule in some worry time and enjoy the rest of your day. So there you have it, 5 steps to quickly and easily calm your anxiety. Remember, there are many different symptoms and treatments for anxiety, so if you're in need of extra support, be sure to reach out to a qualified mental health professional. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, leave us a comment, and turn on that notification bell so we can stay in touch.